Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. We're going to try something different tonight. We're not going to use my theme song. I choose more, but we're going to just sit with the moment and listen to this beautiful music called I Am New Energy. Welcome to the harmonic crown of the universe, multiverse, 0 point, and all spaces and all dimensions. Beyond me, we are right here and we are connecting now with all of our friends and all of our spiritual guides and angels. And I just want to sit here and enjoy this music for a while. It's called I Am New Energy. I am energy. Tonight we're going to have Jeff Cloud and we're going to have Connie's son. These two beautiful men come from different spectrums of the spiritual atmosphere, but coming together we bring the powerful punch. And so we're going to let Connie start off with our theme tonight. And this is my girl, my editor, my everything, Queen Tiara, Terri Page in the house. And we're just open to all new possibilities tonight. Because I'm so embracing change and trust and gratitude on every level. Your energy lifts me above limitations. I feel calmness and excitement. Connie.
Peace, Queens. How y'all doing?
We're great, thank you.
Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, you do.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I want to apologize for being 5-6 minutes tardy. Because I know I live by, if a man don't respect your time, he don't respect you. So right. I apologize. Because we can create a lot of things. We can't create time.
Right? That's right, because it's not real.
It doesn't even exist. The only thing is real is energy.
That's right.
It's the only thing that you can actually manage when they say time management. But who I am, I'm Carlos Anderson, aka Connie's son. I help teams and individuals overcome conflict, build healthy communication skills, things of that nature. So I have my own curriculum called Verbal Judo, the art of de-escalation through conversation, to get compliance without actually de-escalating to physical altercation. So I teach that throughout the high schools out here in San Francisco. I'm working on the police department as well. I teach them the same thing. I'm just here to solve problems, basically. I love solutions. I really don't like problems. I guess I could say I do. Because without them, we wouldn't be able to have solutions. So
absolutely.
So it's balance. It's balance.
Balance. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So what are your modalities when it comes to the remembering? We're in that actual second of remembering. I mean, and a second can be 1,000 years. No one really knows because the time is just like I said on my last podcast, how in the world are we as spiritual beings, that awakened beings, not really tripping on, we've made this spaceship out of matter and it's here. We're using our fingers and our ears and we're already there. We're already there. And we've created this mechanism to come here and live out on the living planet, the living library, in this time zone, in this 3D era, You understand what I'm saying? Why are we, as we're waking up, we're remembering, why are we not tripping on that alone? Just that alone right there is a lot to just like say, where, why are we still tripping on these metal cars and stuff? And we were able to build this. So if God is omnipresent, we're in 0 point at all times, at all spaces. There is no fear. There's no bad. There's no good. It's only yin and yang. We're, so it's lightning outside right now. You know why? Because I got a remembering. I'm getting lots of rememberings. And I spoke to Terri on the phone today and I said, Terri, it's time for us spiritual leaders to strip off the freaking last band-aids. We're still drinking the damn Kool-Aid. Reading into this Christmas stuff and this Thanksgiving stuff and all these holidays and all these birthday, all this man-made distraction that keeps us so away from our inner world, which is the main syndrome of the whole compass plan, the whole catalyst, is to go inside of our spaceship and be the communication director for every part of the ship. Now, if you were really dedicated to that, it would take you who knows how long to fix the ship. So when it's time to vaporize or turn into crystalline, we'd be able to do it without any problems. Well, we're still caught in the web. And as I continue to wake up and remember Tiamat and all the different avatars that I hold, the only community, the community that I'm invested in, that I'm like lifted up by, are still drinking the damn Kool-Aid. So how far do we go? There goes the lightning again. How far do we go to really meet ourselves where we already are? Or how long is it going to take us to get there? Because we're already there. So why are we slowing down this process? Why are we slowing down? Because there's no time. We can jump at any moment. I've jumped so many times. So I'm just trying to understand why there's not a discussion about this that's going on. There's a discussion about everything healing and all this stuff. We're already healed. We're already healed. We just haven't remembered. We need to wake up and remember. And I'm just like, I don't know, because I have this soul that is curious about, yeah, this is awesome. I mean, this is super awesome. Is not anybody having any fun with this awesomeness? Why are we out here painting our canvases saying, okay, we're going to paint this canvas, we're going to go and we're going to make this planet? No, we're all getting caught up in the mundane, what they would call downloads. It's not downloads, because we're going to remember. We're not going to download anything. So I'm curious of the old ways of our avatars, like Athena and Ariel and the people that I have been, Tiamat, and all these that are giving me this protection and this granting me these spaces and places that most humans just like, who is she? I mean, what is she doing here? I mean, she don't know what I know. I've been studying this for 30 years. It's quite amazing to me. So I'm just asking you, do you understand where I'm coming from on any of this?
Oh, you loud and clear. I say it all the time. A lot of people go into these buildings each and every Sunday and listen to a guy or a group of people, and they listen to him preach from a book and things of that nature. However, when I ask them, do you think the person who's talking to you every Sunday, do you think that person know how many bones in their foot? He said, nah. So that person been walking around in that temple for 60 years, 70, no matter how old they is, people be 40, 50, don't know how many, they don't even know why the engineer gave us this ship.
Exactly.
So
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, but this is some incredible remembrance. Just incredible. I'm just like in awe of what I'm feeling right now. The electronic jokes going through my ship is just amazing.
right.
So keep going what you're saying. I'm sorry.
That's why we end everything in ships, as far as friendship, relationships. So it's in our language already.
Yeah.
However, when the engineer produced this ship, only thing he required us to do when he placed us in this Garden of Eden, because this is Garden of Eden, the earth produced all of the food that we need. Nobody should be hungry. We just got people trying to police the food and police the planet, and not understanding that we belong to the planet. The planet don't belong to us.
We are the planet. We are more than the planet.
We are one. But people act like it belongs to them, and that's what. So I ask people, if the planet belonged to you, can I pay you to stop a tornado? Who paid the sun to rise and set? Who paid the wind to blow? So why can't I pay you? Right? So you can't stop. You can't pay a hurricane to not come. And if things get wiped away by a hurricane, your landlord won't accept your money. But if things go okay, he gonna charge you. So who's really in charge, right? So we have Mother Nature, we got Father Time. It's a lot of the first thing the engineer taught us was how the anatomy worked. Period, point blank. The moment they put us in far as trying to earn, when you have to earn, things got sketchy.
Slavery.
Yeah.
Entrapment.
Yeah.
Because we only here to maintain. The earth will produce fruit. It'll grow wild.
I just feel like we're past all that point though right now. And I feel like enough of us standing up and coming to that conclusion. And like it only take one for a whole village to rise. So just say Jeff is this powerful individual that didn't travel the whole freaking world and now he's living in freaking Thailand. Where my ex-boyfriend actually left me, like we were together over 22 years, lived in San Francisco, lived in Marina, and I was a dancer and model at the time. But I was in a lot of pain. I was not who I am right now. So I was dancing, modeling, and he was the one that taught me how to be free because I came from Pentecostal Church of God in Christ. So I didn't know how to be free. I didn't know how to be free sexually. I didn't know how to be free mentally. I didn't know how to be free physically. I was all bound up in all these chains. And so meeting him was a breath of fresh air. And he taught me a lot of things. But at the time, he's 20 years older than me. And I wasn't ready. He meditated every day. He had his rituals every day. He did all this stuff, but I wasn't ready. You understand? But I'll never forget that because that was an event. There's only events and lessons. There's no bad or good. It's just events and lessons. And sometimes the lessons bring heavier events. It depends, you know? So what I'm saying is, we got this great man here. We got this great man here. We got this great queen here. And I've had some wonderful heavy hitters on my podcast. It said we're take 2 or 3 to join together. You know, I look at myself in the sun every day. I look straight into the sun. I see myself waving out the sun at myself. You know, I could break through the clouds and it'll be raining. Terri will tell you this is true. The power that is within is stronger than any power that is without. You can change the whole freaking atmosphere. You can walk straight in something and change. I showed somebody that yesterday. They flipped out when we went to Costco. Oh my God, there's so many people. I said, let me show you something. I got a basket. I said, just follow me. They were freaking out the whole time. I just walked through everything and went, blah, 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 blah. I was out. Boom. Because you don't have to panic on the atmosphere. Or the people or the segments or the triggers or all that other stuff. Just go straight ahead, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because your remembrance into that frequency. You're in that frequency. So all those other frequencies They're on the wheel somewhere, but they're not from the main source. And when you're from the main source, you click into something like Jeff Cloud wrote this book, like Terri has her book. I haven't wrote my book yet because I'm not ready. I'm stubborn because I don't feel that I need to write, but I've already been prophesied I'm gonna write 5, but I've started.
What voice
I
is
am
that?
the book. I'm a walking book.
What voice is that? What voice is that that says I'm not ready? What voice? Because
Because I believe I'm the walking book. And I believe that when I walk into somewhere and when I walk wherever I'm gonna walk in the future, I won't have to say anything. I won't have to say I will be evolved to the point where I can telepathically do and be as I need to be.
So
And I don't believe that's going to be far away.
So how could you ask the question, profound question, Queen? You have a profound question. It's how we don't remember. And we have profound sisters such as yourself that's not writing it down and leaving it for those to actually recite. Because people
I write it down because I'm writing it down right now, even though I'm not writing it down, because they've made these cameras to where everything is being recorded. I'm always being recorded. So realistically, I don't, even your watch is recording you. So I really don't have, the script is already there. But you understand the blueprint that we came in the contract that we can cancel and annul and bring back the proceeds and burn at any time. See, the game is set to whereas if you want to get to know a part of your ship, it'll get sick if you overdo something or you're not understanding yourself. The geometrical signs are all over your body, telling you the trajectory of how you're planted and whatever frequency is around you. It'll give you what's happening. It's up to you whether you want to be triggered by it or not. So I'm not triggered a lot anymore. I used to be very much so because I'm an empath. And with that being said, the main corporate here is when I was young, I had an auntie that could turn into green smoke. I'm just saying that we're really not digging in, just like the book called Conversations with God. The man said, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm really invested. I'm so really invested in I've done this and that. And God said, you know what? You haven't even begun to dig deep yet. You've been distracted and all kinds of other stuff. You have not even begun to dig deep as you can dig. Because we got jobs, we got families, we got this and that. And I just feel like it's time for us just like to come together and help each other walk up out of that vibrational conquest, that space that I can't. Some things don't have words, but it's a vibration, you know. And I feel it every day because so I know it's real and it feels like heaven to me. And I know I'm feeling good inside with it. So I know if someone else felt what I was feeling, it would feel good to them as well because it's not an illusion. Mm. You see where I'm coming from? Jeff, I'm going to let you speak now because you got some bits to put in this ritz. And I really love you so much for coming and supporting me. Can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. Can't hear you. Go out and come back in if you can. See if we can do that real quick. Should we stop the read? No, it'll be fine.
No, it'll be fine.
But anyway, as we get back to the subject, the old ways are so ancient that they don't come in words. See, people, they always looking for a word. Oh, I need a word. I need a word. It's not in the words.
They say in the beginning it was the word. However, language wasn't even created. So the when the creator was creating, wasn't no words. It was
Right.
actually creation.
It was thought. It was
Thought.
vibration.
First.
It was vibration. See,
Vibrations.
vibration. It was vibration. That's why I'm saying that this feeling that I'm feeling inside, because I keep staying on that same subject of us being past where we're at. And I think Al was talking about that on my last podcast about always staying in the mode of healing. You can't stay in the mode of healing. You have to move past, I am healed. You can't stay, oh, you're always looking for healing. Am I right, Terry?
Yeah.
But we can't stay in that mode where we're seeking to heal ourselves when we have already come to that conquest. Actually, we're not even living in real time right now. And people don't realize that.
And I find as we're moving in our passion, what we came here to do in the first place, then healing has already happened. It's already done because we're in motion.
Right.
And if we are not doing that, then then we're here. We got to be healed. And oh my God, what is this and that? But we're already moving in that frequency, our own personal energy type.
Right.
Doing it our own way, not the way somebody else said we're supposed to be doing it or anybody else's strategy, but our own that has been given to us from within. And it works. It always does. Don't fail.
Always.
And in that movement, then anything else that is not of the vibrational harmony with that will fall away, which is the sickness, the disruption, the this. It falls
That's
away
right.
automatically.
And that's just the residue. Because that's just the residue, because you have to really understand or understand. I say not understand, it's the understanding that in you is everything you need. All the other stuff doesn't matter. Hi, Jeff, you back?
Can you hear me now?
Great day in the morning.
Sorry,
all right.
Sorry for the delay. I've been using Zoom for 10 years. And when I went to sign into the app, it said I had to download the whole thing and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, happy holidays to everybody. Happy all the days. I'd love to hear Connie share what he was going to share. I don't think he really got to say to answer the questions that he was asked. And
okay, I think he did, but go ahead, Connie.
Did you get some more?
You said you got some more?
I'd love to support the great work that he's doing. So I can wait or whatever you guys feel, but
yeah.
So it's up to you, King. I mean, that was pretty much it. I was just pretty much speaking on the engineer and how he created us to actually maintain where we at. We wasn't actually here to actually, monetize. So everything is trying to be monetized now. And when you money and you have to earn, there's no difference between earn and being in the earn. It's the same word. So
same word.
It's the same word. So
I told you the trickery.
Yeah, that's where
is what Todd Medina says fuckery. But if you think about it, yeah, he does. He says it's fuckery.
Yeah, I know, I heard him.
Yeah, I love that because he's so authentic, and it's not like he's trying to impress anyone. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Jeff. We're ready for you to blow us away.
I just wanted to make sure that his time was honored and he got to say what he wanted to say. I'd like to know more about him, so maybe I'll reach out to him after this call.
See, that's what this is all about.
Anyway, for those that don't know me, I wrote this book called Waking Up in the Dream.
Beautiful.
And everything's backwards in here. I grew up Catholic, and that was part of my soul contract. So I could see the inversions and all the stuff. I was an altar boy in church. My father died in a plane crash when I was 7, and I grew up with 3 women, one older and one younger. They didn't understand me. And again, this is part of my soul contract, but I didn't know that at the time. So being in private Catholic schools with angry, judgmental nuns, I could see the program running. Every day was Judgment Day. Every day.
Me too, Sister Carl.
Yeah, Sister Mary Brendan. And my best friend and I, we were always in trouble for one reason: we questioned everything. So fast forward about 20 plus years, I was studying with a man named Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the Four
I
Agreements.
love him. God.
I'm from San Diego.
I am
So-
too. La Jolla.
That's what I saw. I've lived all over. Anyway,
You?
I was in this
I grew up in
dreaming
Ohio.
group.
Yeah.
I was in this dreaming group for 3 years as an
Mhm.
apprentice of Miguel. And Miguel used to tell stories kind of like Carlos Castaneda.
Yes. Oh, I love him
thing,
too.
One thing that he said to me that changed my entire life. And he looked at me one day and he said, Jeff, none of your beliefs are even your own.
Yes.
And the light bulb went off. And I went, everybody has this tiny little belief system, which for most people, get ready, everybody's ego. See how you respond when I say this. Your ego is your prison.
Exactly.
Your belief system is your prison.
Exactly.
So I began to see that everybody receives beliefs from their parents, their grandparents, the school system, religion, and other sources. And if anything challenges that belief system or touches on an unhealed childhood wound or trauma, there's an automatic reaction.
Absolutely.
And I used to run them all day long. I was a judgeaholic. I don't even know if that's a word.
Me too.
Yeah. So I realized that that was the trap.
Yep.
So I created this system that comes with a tracking sheet, which guides you through the observation. If you're open to basically what you have to be willing to do is put yourself under a microscope.
Absolutely.
And so
that's what I do every day.
A number counter, which is this clicker. And they do this for 30, 60, 90 days, either with me in a mentorship, or they just do it, through the book. And you begin to see programs that have been running for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And you can only dismantle a program or a wound or a trauma if you can see it.
That's right.
So I've taken people all over the world through this process. I still use these tools every day because we're still running programs.
Right.
And I've been doing this for this is my 25th year.
Yes.
I can't believe it, but it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So
I believe there are a lot of us that have these modalities. Like, if you haven't seen any of my podcasts, so you don't know the shamans that come on.
I've watched 2 of them, actually. Okay.
Well, I've had a lot of very prominent shamans that I've known for years. They've known me for years. And at the time, I wasn't evolved to where I am now. And at this point, we are still in receiving mode. And I have come to the point now where I'm able to see a lot of things that most normal people don't see. So I don't live in the world where you go outside and everything is normal. Are you driving and everything is normal? Are you sitting in your room and everything is normal? No, they just walk through and pretty much do what they want to do and talk to me sometimes, sit and show me geometrical signs or either laugh with me or whatever. There are times I've been, they cut me or they let me cut myself so that I would come back in my body because I wasn't grounded. Of course, I didn't get too hurt, but of course it made me go in there and just see, what is that? Why did that happen? Show me why, because I dig deep in me. I just dig and dig and dig until I see, what was it? And I asked them to tell me in a language that I can understand. And it's been very amazing to be able to travel with different guides on different levels. On this level, I have a whole nother set of guides that are coming in quickly. And I've shown Terri, I've shown Susan, some of my other friends, I've shown them I've taken pictures. They haven't shown themselves exactly, but they've shown what they needed to show that I'm saying, hey, look at this, you know. So I think that on each level, we each have, like Terri has a book too that is very good. What is your book named again, Terri?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm working on a book.
No, I'm talking about what you sent me. Yes, that's.
Oh, what I sent you. Yeah, that wasn't a book.
Yeah, it is a
What is
book.
it?
What is it?
With the CD?
Yes.
Yeah, that's workout. Okay, I'll remember in a second.
I don't even have it on me, but she
Yeah, it's a
writings and things.
yeah,
She has a
has the
pen.
CD
She
that
has her
comes with
own
it.
little.
Yeah, it's actually a
Her own
meditation.
website. Huh?
Yeah, it's actually a meditation with spoken word is what it's
Yeah.
spoken
What
word.
is it called though?
And wow.
I can't. Yeah. Anyway, it inspired me with all the other things I have. I can reach around here closely. I have books from Dr. Shaw and different people that have, been in my life and given me a lot of tools. So it's like I have all these different modalities from different shamans, and I just put them all together and use them. And now that I'm learning my own modalities through my ancient guides that are around me all the time, they're teaching me how to speak in my language, the language that I was created with, not the language that I'm speaking now. So there are times that I'm driving or I'm in my bed sleeping, I'm speaking in this language. It's an ancient language, and we're having full conversations. Um, I had a friend of mine just tell me a few minutes ago, it's a bunch of quacks on a podcast talking crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, so if we're so quacky, why is everything happening that we're saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy to have a lot of gifts. Ever since I was 12 years old, when I died my first death, I died 7 legal times. So when I died my first death, I was 12 years old. But at 12 years old, I also received the Holy Spirit. I was in Catholic school as well. I went to St. Jude, St. Rita's, and then I went to Christian schools after that. But there was a lot of abuse that happened from 12 to 16 years old in my life. And then in that period of time, I was, what would they say, when you try to dormant the gift and send the person into a dead zone. And I believe that at that dead zone time when I was abused at 16, that was it. And then I was raped and all that. And I was a virgin, so I was really scarred. And then I kind of went into a craze, I wasn't crazy, but I just like, I loved, but I was just shelled in, and I just went into my career and my modeling and my dancing, and I traveled all over the world. And then just, I don't know, little by little, as I continued to have these deaths through my life, the first death was 12. A manhole dropped on my head. I have a whole plate in my head, sewer top dropped on my head. 13, fake bone in my chest, fake kneecap, all this arm is fake. Just different things. I died of an overdose of methamphetamine. Somebody shot me up with some methamphetamine, and just all kinds of different things that had happened. My lungs collapsed on me in the hospital, and they didn't know how I died. And then I just woke up like, I don't know, maybe a minute or a half later. I mean, just different things that has happened to me. And I have this outlook of just, there's light. I can't express it to you. I wake up with this optimism that everything is going to be beautiful. Everything's going to work out. And I'm not discrediting the dark, because the dark is keeping me stable. The dark is keeping me in lesson mode. So if I get triggered, I recognize that. I'm like, oh, Okay, that's something I need to work on right there, but as far as me, you asked me something, Connie, and it resonated. Why are you not wanting to write this down? Maybe because in one of my lives, they burnt my whole library and I've already written it down. So it seems to me it would be redundant. But nobody would understand it until you understand the lives I've lived in different, dimensions. So why would I write something down? And then they bring me back as the heir this time, but in a body, a female body. Yeah. So, the heir, what does the heir do to everything?
Yes.
Well, it kind of asks the question, doesn't it?
It heals. It's not air, it's consciousness.
Mm.
You just call it air to dumb it down for people who wouldn't understand that it's actually consciousness. Because if you deprive from it, if somebody grab you around your throat, you lose consciousness without it.
I've had that done.
So
as you can see, there are lots of initial things that show on me that.
If you go back to the origin of the word, spirit and breath is not separated.
Right.
Humans separated it. It's one and the same.
Yeah.
So people say they spiritual. Duh, you're breathing. So certain breath patterns can unlock certain frequencies in you if you know how to breathe. And people forget to breathe. That's what causes smoking. That's what causes stress. It's just not knowing your body. Like how you if you don't know where you come from, how you going to know where you're going?
Exactly. I feel that too, because when the doctor used to take me, I remember I used to go to Dr. Jeff and I had asthma attacks and I had epilepsy. I had all this stuff. None of it killed me, but I actually died real deaths. I mean, real legal deaths on paper, I mean, but the doctor would say, you forget to breathe. And I'm like, huh? He said, yeah, you forget to breathe. This is when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14. I forget to breathe. But I feel like, you start to remember this purity inside you that is just like so unformidable. It's just like something, it's just everywhere you look, everywhere you feel, everywhere you just feel this purity that just keeps you vibrating at this. And then, oh yeah, when you come back down and you got pain in your body and all that stuff, yeah. That stuff is real. But what I'm saying is that I feel myself turning from a carbon-based being into a crystalline-based being. I feel myself doing this. I see myself doing this. I look in the mirror when I do my mirror work and I see my eyes shining like the sun. I see this. I see my skin disappearing. I was sitting up looking at my hand the other day and I was like, are you going to freak out or are you just going to deal with it? I said, okay, I'm just going to deal with it. But yeah, I mean, and people, I don't know what people are going to say. I don't really care what people are going to think. This is real authentic stuff I'm talking about. It's deep work. It's deep reverence to yourself, to love yourself that much, to be that pure, to speak what you feel unapologetically without anybody even caring. Are you not caring what they think?
Do you love yourself?
I do a lot.
Are you okay?
What do you mean? What did you say? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm great. You don't feel that?
Just checking with you, Queen.
I'm great.
But
see, if I fell into that hijack just now, which I'm not going to get hijacked because I send that back to the Sender of Love and Appreciation.
Have someone ask
why would I say that I feel this way? And then you ask me, do I feel another way? Are you not believing what I'm saying? Are you not seeing
It's not
the
up to
color
me.
of my eyes that are not maybe coming through this 3D camera? Are you not seeing the avatar that I'm wearing that is not my face, that is the face of all of my avatars that other people can't see, but I can see? So now I have merged with myself and I am very confident in that Empress seat. I'm very confident in it. And I don't need other people's assurance because there were times, and I'm going to tell you, I was a very insecure person, and I didn't even know I was beautiful for years, in the years that it really meant something, because my mom always told me I was ugly because I'm the only dark one in my family. So, you may not understand how it feels to go to a school and be picked on for your whole entire life. And then you go to college, the same thing. And you come in, you're such a smart person that men don't even want to have relationships with you because they are not ready to listen to you and believe in you for who you are and what you know you to be.
See how black I am?
I don't look at that as black.
No. What you stated was, I don't know what it feels like. So let me reframe this. Hey,
because you're not a woman, you're a man in this 3D. Okay. Maybe you do if you
Page, are
were.
you okay over there, Miss Page? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah. I'm the observer. I observe everything.
Right. That's all I was asking.
Oh, yeah.
You have anything to say, Jeff? Terri?
Oh, yeah. My she calls it a book, which I guess you can call it a book. It's a CD. It's called Reclaim Your Birthright
Thank
Self-Empowerment
you.
Workout.
There it is.
Yeah. Reclaim Your Birthright Self-Empowerment Workout.
Right.
And it's African drums and music and
It's beautiful.
Actually you can dance around to it. When I created it, I was dancing around.
Right.
And it has powerful affirmations. I think there's 26 of them. And it comes with a book, a journal, where you can either write your own or write the ones that I'm reciting in the CD and use those every day or whenever, you're feeling like, oh, I got to lift my frequency right now. Okay. And it's a fun kind of thing. Nothing like serious and stuff, but it's a fun little workout, not with your body, but it can be if you're dancing around to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And to say something else to you, Connie, I have a lot of material that I've written and recorded that I just haven't put out there yet. Me and Terri have been working on how I want it to be because I'm very particular of how I want my content to be. And yes, I do have a lot already of content that I just haven't put out there yet. I'm critiquing my merge into me. I want it to all be when they touch it, when they hear it, they don't have to do any work. I would say my spirit's like Paul. Paul would walk through the village and people would just get healed. I see that all the time where I go, where they send me on these trips, where they send me on these events to deal with people's attitudes in their, I would say, over a layer of self-importance. They send me into these places, and a lot of times I'm attacked. But in that attack, I grow. I grow tremendously. Terri's seen me flip from one job to another job within the last 6 or 7 years. And each job, she's seen the spiritual growth in each place that I've went and the downfall of the people that were not ready. But we can't choose who's ready. We can't choose who's ready to wake up. We can just be an educator. We can't push it. And we can't say that our modality is the only way.
Right.
We just can't. Because there are people like me, like Buddha, like Jesus, like Terri, like you, like Jeff, that we just awaken through our own pain.
All of us got 26 bones in our foot. All of us is in the body. That's what
exactly.
No human can argue about how the anatomy works. And if we
exactly
focus on that, and instead of these scriptures and other things of that nature.
Exactly.
Jeff got the book that actually put you on to the patterns that you've been running, because this thing that we're on right now was built based off the human brain. And now we're dependent on this, and we don't care about humans anymore, right? So we
is a big word.
Yeah.
You have to say some don't care, because
I would say we
obviously getting off of work, working overtime this week, putting all this stuff together with me and Terri, and trying to organize things and having my own life and doing my own modalities, doing my own work, and just getting off of work like an hour before this podcast. My heart is bigger than a freaking planet.
Making my point. You shouldn't have to do all that as a thing. Like, if you didn't have, just imagine who would you be uninterrupted. You would be even more exceptional. So all of these things, it's kind of like coming up when we was younger. We remembered everybody's phone number. If I can ask you 5 people phone numbers, and you actually have to look in your phone. So they're taking our memory and putting it inside of these devices. They don't want us to actually write things down. This is why I'm encouraging you to leave things behind, because people forget and paper remembers. I just want you to understand that. So
I got some. I do.
I was just
but I'm working with Gabriel, Angel Gabriel right now. We're working together to do it, because there's something in me that I haven't found yet. Now, did I say I was perfect on here yet? Did I say that yet? I know I didn't say that, right? Okay, thank you. All right. I'm working on something in there that I haven't found, that it must be a big wound that I can't remember.
It might be acceptance.
Kind of got me a little stagnant on a few things moving forward. But because I'm doing the work and I am seeking and I'm still doing my modalities, and this is how I usually come up out of it or remember into it, it's going to, because I'm always asking the angels or my guides, can you show me? Can you show me? I need understanding. Because people always talk about, I need protection. I need protection. I'm divinely protected. Why would I ask? Why would I say I need protection when I know I'm divinely protected? I don't need to be protected. I need to remember that I'm protected. That way, when I get hijacked, if I do get hijacked, I can rewind there and say, okay, now send it back to the center of love and peace, and go right back to being me, being within myself, being present, being in the moment, instead of being in the past or the future, being in that present moment. So to me, every second is important. Every breath I take is like a miracle. I'm a walking miracle. So I don't have anything to lose. I don't got nothing to lose.
None of us do. We came in this world with nothing. Everything.
I don't got nothing to lose.
We didn't have no shoes or anything. Everything.
Nothing that. Nothing. I don't got nothing to lose. So why would I not want to be myself? Why would I not want to love myself? Why would I not want to know what makes me happy?
Why wouldn't you not want to write 5 books and just leave them out here just cause?
But I'm working on that, and no one can push me into it. You see?
That's encouragement. They said they're using the wrong word.
I hear you, and I'm taking it, and I'm wanting, and I'm loving it. Because now that I've told you, I know you're gonna keep pushing me. You're gonna keep setting them trajectories.
Don't use the wrong language. That's encouragement. It's not push. Push is a word.
Yeah, to encourage, uplift.
Encouraging me. Thank you. I apologize. Yes. But now that you know, that's what friends are for.
That's a song there.
That's what friends are for good times and bad times.
Keep shining. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what friends are for, honey.
Forevermore.
That's what friends are
for.
All right. Yeah. That's right. Absolutely.
Come on, Jeff.
He's observing.
Yes, he is like you.
He's pretending to be me. He's observing.
Pretending? No, I don't think he's pretending. That's just Jeff. He's always been quiet like that. But I'm going to tell you something, Jeff. I'm going to tell you something, Connie. I'm going to tell you something, Terri. I've seen a future, on a future timeline where I'm wearing a space eye. on this side. I'm telling you, I'm being straight up with you that I have seen myself in the future, that I've already seen it.
So share it with us. What do you see? What did you see?
Okay, well, I'm like all my mix. I'm Lyrith. I'm all of them. I'm everything. And I've been the win. I've been it all. And I've talked to, I'm not going to go into this podcast of all the things that I've had to uncurse. I've had to uncurse a whole lot of stuff. I've had to unwrite a lot of programs. I've had to cancel a lot of contracts. I've had to nullify a lot of contracts. I've had to go into Akasha Records and take contracts off the shelves and just rewrite them. And in fact, I'm in the midst of rewriting a lot of stuff. Me and Terri, we do it all the time. In fact, I'm about to rewrite this whole career aspect of how I see myself career-wise, because it needs to be rewritten. It's been in slavery mode too long, and this is not who I am anymore. It's not fitting. The puzzle is way too big. The piece is way too big for the puzzle.
If you can wake up every day and do what Miss Cousins wanted to do, what would it be? What would you teach? What problem would you solve?
Sing. I would dance. I would encourage the mass of people to love themselves and dance around and enjoy who they are and be brilliant, be famous, be positive, be non-pessimistic, and don't use those poisonous words.
What would be your profession?
I told you.
That was a lot.
I'm an educator.
That was a lot.
I'm an educator.
Of what?
I'm an educator, and an educator means there's no title. I would not be a title. I am not a title.
You got to pick one. You got to.
I am not a title.
We go see doctors for our body. We go see mechanics for our cars.
That's how you feel. I am not a title. I'm essence. And I explained that in my last podcast. I'm essence. The essence of me, it flies around me like particles. Like I can see the particles. Because I'm masked here and you see me, that's not how I'm seeing myself. I'm seeing myself as this mass of particles that are, and then I can project that person that you're seeing now. But when I'm working with the spirit realm, and I do a lot.
No, where'd Jeff go?
His computer probably went out.
Oh, he said he has, thank you, beautiful souls. I have people showing up at my home right now for a community celebration, so I have to go.
Okay. But yeah, I see this particle just going around, and I've explained it to Terri. In fact, I took some pictures today where I see the particle all around me, and somebody just recently painted a picture of me. They saw me exactly how I see myself in the particle. It's amazing. So things are synchronizing, and the knowingness, the remembrance it's amazing. I mean, I sit in the seat of the council, sitting there listening, sometimes for hours, just listening to the council. And I know I come from the Council of Nine. I'm not who I appear to be. I'm an educator. I'm an encourager. I'm a truth teller. I rip Band-Aids off, throw them in the fire, and send peace and love back to the community. From everything that I overcome, thousands and thousands and thousands of people overcome.
Whoa. Okay.
Are you there?
No, he's not there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, everyone. We thank you for coming to Harmonic Crowns of the Universe.
The Multiverse.
The Multiverse. We had two wonderful guests, Connie Sun and Jeff Cloud. And we'll be back. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back on January the 7th. And we love you so very much. We just want to go out with our song and let you know that the multiverse is real. You don't have to be okay with what we're saying. We're not here to
It's
change
all
your
about the
mind,
love. It's all
but
about
it's
the
all
love.
about the love.
Yeah, it's all about
Every
the
single
love.
bit of it.
Oh,
I'm balanced. I am balanced. Trying to come back in.
going to the
1,
music.
2, 3. Now you can.